Welcome. Welcome to another episode of SMECO Connects. SMECO Connects is a podcast here at SMECO where we try to talk about what's happening here at the co-op as well as what's happening in the community. My name's Tom Dennison. I am Vice President of Government and Public Affairs here at SMECO, and I'm filling in for Sonia Cox, who's our President and CEO today, as host. And normally I'm the co-host, but today I have someone who's far more attractive and secondly, far more articulate than I am, and Natalie Cotton, who's going to be our co-host today. So Natalie, thank you.
Thank you, boss, very much. Tom's my boss, and I'm Natalie Cotton. I am Government and Public Affairs Director here at SMECO. And I'm filling in for Tom Dennison today as co-host since he's got hosting duties.
We're glad you're here. Natalie, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And our guests today are from Morgan State Alumni Association. So if you could just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Good morning. My name is Robert Redick. I'm the president of Southern Maryland Alumni Association. I'm a class of 75. I just celebrated our 50th anniversary. I'm the seventh president for the Alumni Association. Retired Army officer, 20 years, and I'm glad that you give us this opportunity.
Thank you for your service. And what was your degree in at Morgan, and what was? I know you said you were in the Army for 20 years. What else?
Okay.
Where else did you work?
My degree, undergrad, was business administration. I received a master's MBA. I also have a master's in information management and also a master's in strategic thinking from the ICAF, which is the Army Senior War College.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Coates.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shawn Coates. I am the scholarship chair for Morgan State University Southern Maryland Alumni Chapter. I believe I'm going into my 19th year in that role, which I really love because you really can feel the give back to the community and the influence that our entire chapter has there. I'm a proud 1999 graduate of Maurice J. McDonough High School in Pomfret. And a proud 2003 graduate from Morgan State University, where I majored in information systems. I graduated from the Earl G. Graves School of Business and Management at Morgan. And after that, I went to Durham, North Carolina to attend North Carolina Central University, where I received a master's in business administration and a master's in information science. Then I started my 22-year career thus far with the federal government. And while in the federal government, I've had the opportunity to attend Harvard University 3 times. I have a graduate certificate from there, and also the Federal Executive Institute as well. So proud Morgan graduate, and I'm even more prouder that after obtaining the education, I came back home and came back home to launch my career from Charles County, Southern Maryland.
Wow. Well, we're happy to be here. We're happy to have you here. And Natalie, Morgan State has a little connection with you and your family, correct?
It does, absolutely. My daughter attended Morgan State. She's a 2018 grad. She studied psychology, and she's actually now working in the field. So I'm excited that you all are here. I wanted to save that little bit of a tidbit for you. But for those who are not familiar with the Southern Maryland Alumni Chapter, would you tell us a little bit about what you do and what your mission is?
Okay. The Southern Alumni Chapter, we're getting ready to celebrate our 20th anniversary. And like I said, I'm the 7th president. We are excited and looking forward for more members to join our chapter. Our motto is come back, give back.
Wonderful.
And we're out in the community. It's not only with scholarship. We have the Adopt a Road program. We're going. We have our road is the Lexington Drive in Waldorf, Maryland, and at least 3 times a year we go out, collect the litter and trash that we see on the road, and the facility from Charles County provides us our vests, our bags, and grabbers and stuff like that, just to keep our community clean and on our roads and stuff. We also have the feed program for the community, and like that. We're out 4 or 5 times a year to recruit young potential men and women that have been accepted to go to Morgan, and we provide scholarship, and we'll talk to that greatly extent by Mr. Coates. We've had several with the University of Maryland with the COVID program that they have, and we've had several members to come out and support that and like that. So we're actively involved in the community.
What was the last partnership you had with the University of Maryland? Could you
We just
expand
finished
on that?
Patient program, and it was reaching back, looking at how we could inform and the effect of COVID out in our community.
Wonderful.
And like
okay.
that.
So the Alumni Association that you're the president of, how many members does it have, and kind of what's your goal in terms of trying to expand it?
Okay, right now we have 53 current members in our chapters. We're looking at and promoting the opportunity to recruit more students or alumni into our chapter.
And how do they do that, sir?
This is one vehicle, that podcast.
Sure.
We have on Facebook, we're looking to expand that to reach out and let people know that we're in Southern Maryland, and to have them to contact us. We have flyers out. We have telephone numbers on our website.
Okay, yeah. So you have a website. Tell the viewers what your website is.
msusmac.org.
Right. And I would assume if you type in Southern Maryland Alumni Chapter, Morgan State,
Yes.
you can get there. And,
Correct.
The magic of Google will take you there.
Thank you.
And I got to say, from a personal standpoint, two individuals who used to work here who are now retired, Bernadette Lewis and Rose
Brown,
or both. Bernadette was in charge of our
community relations and
diversity efforts.
Absolutely.
And Rose was the head of our contact center for years, and both Morgan grads, and had a lot of pride.
Correct. We were excited and very lucky to have them. Can you share with us other alumni that you probably know about who have gone on to make an impact in the Southern Maryland community who are Morgan grads? Can you think of any
Yes, there's so
offhand?
many, especially in the education field. I mean, you have Denise Chapman Barnes, you have Joan Chapman, you have Elfrida and Janice Talbert Walthour from St. Mary's County. Just so many amazing educators as well. A lot of folks who have gone into federal government, local government, a former a trustee emeritus from the College of Southern Maryland Board, Dr. Dolores
Thatcher.
Countess Datcher, who's huge in the community, and the list keeps growing on, especially with our folks who are coming out of our scholarship program as well for the next generation.
Wow. So Shawn is a very good person on a segue. That was a perfect segue into talking about the scholarship program.
Right.
What is the scholarship program? How do students apply, and what are the the parameters that you all look for?
Sure. Our scholarship program has been operational since 2005, where we initially awarded 2 scholarships. To today, we're awarding approximately 20 to 23 scholarships per year. So in the springtime, we send out notifications to all of the high schools in our service area. And our service area includes all of the high schools in Calvert, St. Mary's County, Charles County, and the 10 most southern high schools in Prince George's County.
Okay.
And we post our scholarship information online. We send it out via various email lists. And the primary way we send it directly to the high school career counselors and guidance counselors, and they farm it out to the students. And the application consists of a 2-page application, a essay, as well as information on community service and other extracurricular activities. We've awarded, I want to say, over 250 scholarships to date. And what we started probably about 10 years ago, one component of our scholarship program is for incoming freshmen.
Okay.
So high school seniors, they're eligible to apply. And roughly we'll award about 10 to 11 scholarships for that cohort. We also have our recurring scholarship program, which is for sophomores, juniors, and seniors who started off with in our freshman cohort. So you had to apply and be awarded a scholarship there. And we wanted to sort of follow them through, although it gets very competitive. I want to say for our recurring program this year, we awarded 15 scholarships and 31 folks were eligible to apply.
Wow.
Okay.
Of course, nowadays college is much more expensive than when I was in college. However, I do know the impact that our program is having in Southern Maryland. And to me, it's a lot of, I get a lot of pride out of creating hope and inspiration. When you have folks in the community, for example, we always get amazing scholars from Great Mills High School in Lexington Park, where, their parents didn't go to college. These students are first generation college students. And not only do they have high academic credentials coming out of Great Mills High School, but they're at Morgan getting 3.9 and 4.0s each and every semester.
It's wonderful.
So that's one of the pride and joys that I get out of the scholarship program, is seeing folks, whether they're from Lexington Park or Northern High School in Calvert or the 7 high schools in Charles County, really trying to, reach for the stars and change the world, really.
That's great. And I think Natalie heads up our SMECO scholarship. And I know that, you take a lot of pride in
Absolutely.
that. And students who apply for ours, and you interview them, and you talk about the importance of the co-op, as well as kind of where their trajectory is going professionally. So this has got to sound pretty familiar to you.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned, college is expensive these days. So any amount of dollars that, the students can avail themselves of will absolutely be of help. What does your ideal candidate look like for the Morgan Scholarship? Can you tell us what students can do to make themselves be the winner of the of the Morgan Scholarship?
Sure, I would say almost first and foremost is academic achievement, community service involvement. How involved are you with extracurricular activities at school? Are you, forming networks? Are you being part of teams, learning wonderful team building, negotiation, and collaboration skills? How active are you in athletics or, student government association, et cetera? Then also the essay is a part where we really hone in on, is there financial need? What are the circumstances? We have a lot of folks who are, could be raised by a single parent, whether it's mother or father. And especially over the last 10 years, especially with COVID, many of them have expressed, that they're being very truthful and very authentic. Many have dealt with mental illness, anxiety, depression, et cetera, and they explain how they're managing that. But just their background, high academic achievement, their goals moving forward. I mean, many want to change the world.
Sure.
And then come back, we talk about come back, give back, come back to the Southern Maryland region and give back, especially with regards to the occupations of nursing and education. A lot of folks want to come back and do that, and also work for the federal government as well. But also, we look at the entire person. For example, if you have someone who's coming out of high school, they have a 2.8, 2.9, and they have extenuating circumstances. They're helping to raise their younger siblings. They're working 2 to 3 jobs, et cetera, et cetera. Life happens.
Absolutely.
But we look at the resiliency and the total person as well. So sort of open-ended, but that's,
That's great.
sort
I
of how we
mean,
do it.
I have a daughter who is a incoming freshman at the University of Maryland. So the scholarship process that we went through, I think, is a really helpful tool for these, for at least for my daughter, and I think for other students, to where they have to write essays and do interviews that maybe takes them out of their comfort zone. And I think, I'm sure when you all do your interviews with these potential scholarship winners, you learn a lot about them, and I'm sure they learn a lot about you all too.
Yeah,
Correct. They ask us, a ton of questions. And of course, we have Morganites who graduated from the early 60s through, 2024. So, they learn a lot about us as well. And they get a variety of perspectives given, the time frame that each of us were at Morgan.
Certainly.
Nice.
So you mentioned that you have graduates from the 60s until current. So for someone, a Morgan grad, who might be interested in joining the alumni committee, how do they find you? How do they apply? Is it an application process, or are they just automatically in with the organization?
Well, there's an application, and you show interest. We let them know what our mission is. We welcome them. We tell them what our dues, when we meet each month, where we meet, and we welcome them and be a part of giving back to the community and being a strong pillar within the community.
Yeah, and I would assume if you're giving these scholarships, there's a fundraising element to your association.
And our major one is our Blue and Orange Dinner Dance Scholarship. What we have is raffle tickets that we sell. We definitely, there's a cost. Like our 20th anniversary, we're celebrating on the 13th of September at the Waldorf Jaycees. And we invite everyone. The ticket is $8. There's opportunity to buy raffle tickets. And that's where we will, our scholarship students will receive their scholarship and present them with their check. And it's just a great outing.
And I assume there's a fundraising element to that event where you may seek sponsors for those. And if someone is interested in sponsoring an event like that, they can go to your website and.
Yes, we have flyers and, like I said, sponsor. I have a book here, which is our last year. And you have ads and full-page ad or half-a-page ad. We have the scholarship, the Reverend DeFord Scholarship, who was our first president, and you can donate to the scholarship fund. So there's many ways that you can help support the Southern Maryland Alumni Chapter.
And I want to say in recent years, we've had some phenomenal donors who have committed to give $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000 each year toward the scholarship program. So some folks, as President Redick mentioned, we sell raffle tickets. We have a friendly competition within the chapter as to who can sell the most. Folks can just make regular donations in addition to the ads for our book. And the scholarships go a long way. We have a lot of folks who recently passed. For example, James Gray was huge in the southern Prince George's County region, and we've established a program in his honor as well. So some folks want to continue the legacy of their Morganite who's gone on, and we try to incorporate that into our chapter as well.
No, I think that's wonderful that many people, I think, want to try to help in the community,
Yes.
and they want to try to provide, funding for scholarships or whatever, but they don't have the means to go through that process and interview all the students and get their application out. And I think having an association like yours really provides that opportunity for people. They can donate money to your organization that you all can then, pay it forward, which is great. You've seen a lot in Southern Maryland over the last 50 years since you graduated from Morgan. What's been the highlights for you over the last 50 years here in Southern Maryland and your membership in the association?
Okay. Being a military person, 20 years, I grew up in Baltimore.
Okay.
And went to Morgan State College, and it became a university. Traveling pretty much all over the world. I did 26 years in the federal government, but I reside now in Port Tobacco, Maryland. And so to see La Plata, which is my large town or community, and you look at Waldorf, the changes, how you now have businesses coming back. And I have to say, I don't know, but SMECO is who provide us our electric energy and stuff like that. Nothing stays as is, and the growth, the homes that are being built, people from other states and other communities coming in and building up. And so it's tremendous. Looking at the opportunities that the young kids have, young adults, okay? And it's very enlightening, and just to make their life better than what we had.
That's great.
Growing up.
And Mr. Coates, what, as we kind of finish up here, what kind of parting words do you have about either the association, the scholarship program, anything we didn't touch on that you'd like to highlight?
Sure. I'll touch on the scholarship program. It's sort of where we want to take our program. Typically, we award $1,000 scholarships to each of our scholarship recipients, funding dependent. I always go over budget, and I don't mind because the students are just so amazing. But moving forward, a lot of students now, when I mentor in the high schools, they're concerned about going into debt. And so what some of the options I offered to them, I said, we have a phenomenal community college in our region, the College of Southern Maryland. And many of them, they want to minimize their debt. So I offer, or either they already know, they want to go to CSM for 2 years to minimize expenditures coming from them or their families, and then they want to transfer to Morgan. So moving forward, we want to form a partnership with the College of Southern Maryland, maybe offer part of our scholarship program to students who graduate high school, go to CSM, and then matriculate at Morgan State University. I think currently there's about 35 students a year that move from CSM to Morgan State, and we want to figure out how we can weave those students into our scholarship program as well. Wow,
what a great idea.
Well, Tom, before we let these gentlemen go, I am interested to kind of find out. I know Morgan is more than just a university. It is an institution rooted in history and cultural importance and tradition. So I want to find out from you two gentlemen your most a tradition that you have enjoyed from Morgan State, from whether it's from back in your college days or currently, your favorite traditions, without incriminating yourselves, of course. So share with us.
I'll start. For me, it's the Morgan State University Choir. And when I was there, I was spoiled because the late, great Dr. Nathan Mitchell Carter Jr. was the choir director. And he was the highest paid employee at the university. The choir was just, world renowned, sung at the White House, traveled around the world every year. But we had convocation every Thursday during the school year. It was on Thursdays, like 11 to 12. And I'd never miss one because the choir always sang. And we have some amazing Morganites from Southern Maryland who sung in the choir. Kevin Short from Charles County. You have Montario Hill from St. Mary's County and others. So for me, it was the choir then and even now because, the choir just has, such an importance in my life and then in my Morgan experience.
Very nice.
I would say I was recruited to go to Morgan because I was track and I received a 4-year track scholarship to go to Morgan. I was the Maryland half a mile champion and anchored the mile relay team. So that's how I was introduced and had the opportunity to go to Morgan. Going to homecoming is like you meet former classmates, catch up on what they're doing in their careers and everything like that. So if it wasn't for Morgan recruiting me as one of several schools that attempted to, but going to Morgan and being a part of a family.
Wow.
Bear pride runs deep.
It does.
It does. And it's really inspiring, Tom, to see alumni giving back to the community, and just community service is really, really huge for us here at Southern Maryland Electric. So it's really inspiring to see you two gentlemen giving back of your time, of yourselves, and just to our young people coming up. They really need our help and our guidance. So thank you.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, you have an event coming up on September 13th.
Yes.
And folks can find more information on that online through Facebook, and it's the Morgan State Alumni Association.
Southern Maryland Alumni Chapter.
Southern Maryland Alumni Chapter.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do. And thank you for spending a little bit of time with us here on our podcast. So thank you very much.
I thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right.
Very good.
It's our pleasure.